I live in Melbourne, and back in 2003 we came down to Tasmania for one of our biannual little weekends, and my wife and I were on the west coast and we were reading about a place called the Wooden Boat School in Franklin, Tasmania. And it was only a couple of days after that that we actually arrived in Franklin at the Wooden Boat School. I said to my wife, wouldn't it be wonderful to own a piece of history and a piece of this beautiful Tasmanian Huon Pine in the form of a 30-foot motor sailor? And then for the next 6 weeks, it only took that long to sign a contract to be the sponsor of the next boat. And then I thought, after being with my company for 40 years, wouldn't it be wonderful to apply to be a student to actually help build your own boat with the other students? I can remember coming to school on my first day. I was extremely nervous, and the first thing we did as a group of 12 students was have a class photograph. All bar one student, none of us had any experience with timber. We had an air traffic controller, a crop dusting pilot, a librarian, a metal worker, and so we learnt the correct way how to use hand tools. We made little toolboxes, then we progressed to making dinghies before we were allowed to actually touch a beautiful piece of Huon Pine to start on the big boat. Huon Pine is considered, and certainly is, the best boat building timber in the world today. It's very unique to Tasmania. It grows at 1 millimetre a year, so it takes 100 years to grow 4 inches across. It's taken Mother Nature up to 1,200 years to make this beautiful timber, and really we have the privilege to actually own a piece of that history, where with the other 11 students we've applied 15,000 hours of labour to build this beautiful vessel. And I'd have to say, having completed the 2-year diploma course, the skills that you learn in building a traditional wooden boat, whether it be in woodworking, installation of engine, the wiring of the boat, the mast, the rigging, they are skills that certainly leave marketing a long way behind. It was our plan to actually go back to Melbourne and moor the boat on Phillip Island at Newhaven, but since the course is finished, we love Tasmania so much. Tasmania, and particularly Franklin, is now our home.